Uttada Ekadashi. So devotees are fasting for the Ekadashi. On this special day, we have here the most respected Vaishnava, His Grace Prayag Narayan Mishra. Welcome him.
Haribol, Haribol.
And we have here our respected brother, His Grace Bhaktaraj Prabhu. I would like to narrate the story of this special day, Uttada Ekadashi. What is the importance of this day? Especially all the Ekadashis are the
Mother of the
special days where it is called Mother of Devotion. Whoever perform any austerities or any devotional services on these days, he attain a great benefit and he pleases the Lord a lot in these days. So especially devotees chant more rounds, they hear more kathas, they discuss the pastimes of the Lord, and they associate with the devotees on such days, Ekadashis and other special days. And today's Ekadashi's name is Putrada Ekadashi. The name itself is significant here. If you analyze the word Putrada, Putra in Sanskrit is son, Da means give. The Ekadashi that can give, benedict the son, that's why its name is Putrada. So there was a king once in the kingdom of Bhadravati, and whose name was Suketunam. Suketuman. The name of the king was Suketuman, and the kingdom of his name was Bhadravati. So that king has a very beautiful queen named Saibya. So their kingdom was flourishing like anything. They had everything was there. All the people in the kingdom were happy. He had a lot of ministers in his kingdom, and then all the thing was provided. But there was one sad news for the king, that he had no children at all from the queen Saibya. And it is said that if there is no son in the household life, if a married man has no any son, means his life is like desert. It's like very, very unfortunate condition. So the king was always thinking in great morose, that he was thinking, I don't have my son, I can't deliver my forefathers from, I cannot give any Shraddha ceremony, I cannot give any tarpan, and he was always thinking of this type of grievances in his heart. Everything materially he was full of opulence, so many things was there in his palace, nothing was lacking in him. But this one problem was always giving him a great trouble in his heart, in his mind. And he would think that, what unfortunate man I am. To have no son means, in my past life I may have committed so many big offenses, sinful activities, that's why the result, I am not given this son. So he was always thinking in that way. Even his queen would be very, very painful at his husband's condition. All the people in the state were always thinking about his king, their king, that why our king is not satisfied, why our king is not getting son. He worshipped so many demigods, he performed so many yajnas and many other, all the means in order to get the son. But despite of all his activities, efforts, endeavors, he was still not getting son. So sometimes he used to think, maybe I can just quit my life in this, otherwise I don't have any value of my life. It is considered, if some people have no son, and if they give the oblation to their forefathers, if they give the tarpan to the forefather, it's like giving hot water to them to drink. which is quite not good. So he thought, maybe I commit suicide and then quit my life rather to live in such a situation. But in another hand, he thought that to quit body like this is to go to the very darkest ignorance, to have a ghost body, and he has to suffer a lot in his another lives. So he decided not to commit suicide. And he just took a horse and then decided to go to the forest for some time as a vacation, just to be relaxed. And as he went to the forest, deep, dark, dense forest, he saw so many wild animals, so many animals having their couples, children playing together in the forest. And he saw big, big trees, big, big fruits, beautiful flowers blossoming around. All the aromas are spreading along. And in the forest, he was wandering here and there in a hot sun. He was feeling so much thirsty and hungry. His mouth was parched. He thought that, what a sinful man I am. What a situation I am suffering now today. So, unknowingly he was fasting, not eating anything else in the forest, being situated in the forest. He was deprived of all these royal foods there. And then, as he was wandering around, he saw some sages doing some holy name, chanting holy name and doing bhajan in their simple hermitage, kutis. And that king was attracted to the sadhus, and when he reached them, when he approached them, all of them welcomed him. "Oh king, why have you been here today? What happened to you? Why you are not happy? What is your problem? Please let us know, we can help you better." So the sages inquired him about his problem. Then the king was a little bit happy to share his problem with the sages in the forest, in the midst of the forest. So the king says first, "Hey sadhus, you are chanting the holy name of the Lord. Who are you? What are your name? Please let me know. I would like to know about you." All the sadhus started giving their introduction. "We are so and so. We are here to perform sadhana. We are here to please the Supreme Lord by His holy name. We are the sadhus. We are the sages. We are doing our tapasya. Please ask any benediction we can give to you. What is your problem?" Then happily the king said, "I am bereft of a son. My life is useless without son. Putra hina griya sunyam. So how can I get a son from my wife? That's why I can give all my kingly responsibilities to my son, and then he can deliver me from hellish condition of my life, and I can also deliver my forefathers in the same way." So the sages understood the problem immediately of the king, and they suggested him to fast in one of the Ekadashi days that comes in the bright moon of Pausamasya. So if you follow the Ekadashi Vrata that comes in Paus with moon night, with the proper rule and regulations, you definitely get a son. There is no doubt, because the Ekadashi name itself is a Putrada. It gives the son to whoever they prefer. And then after hearing all the instructions, all the lessons from the sadhus, the king headed towards his palace. Next day, that day he completely fasted the Ekadashi Vrata. He observed the Ekadashi Vrata, and then next day he just broke the Ekadashi day. He did the Parayan with the sadhus, and taking the Mahaprasadam from the sadhus, he went to his palace and united with his wife. As a result of that, he got a son, and he lived happily in his life, and he did more devotional services. So especially to those who are bereft of son, who are desiring to have a son, a good son, they can observe this Ekadashi and then they can get their desired success of life. But all the Ekadashis are equally important, and in Ekadashis, wherever people do small austerities, just they chant the holy name, they refrain the grains and other beans, and then chant more holy names, they get a great benefit. So this is the importance of today's Ekadashi. I would like to stop here. And our Prabhuji would like to say something.
Hare Krishna, thanks to His Grace, Kirtan Yajna Prabhu, for giving us this discourse on the occasion of Putrada Ekadashi. जिन लोगों के संतान नहीं है, उनको एकादशी व्रत का पालन करना चाहिए. भगवान कृष्ण उनको पुत्र देंगे, पुत्र प्रदान करेंगे.
हरे कृष्ण,
हरे कृष्ण. एकादशी महात्म्य की
जय.